Yeah. There's it's hard to. Obviously Boyd first. I think it was pretty clear to see for everybody there. Wasn't going to come back on. Toops is getting an MRI now, and the guys have talked to him. He's good, in good spirits. So obviously not good to see him leave the field and in that position, but now it's just about making sure that everything's okay and then getting the recovery done.
Latrell?
Yeah, Latrell's. I think Rapana is when he was going, he maybe stood on his foot, like all accidental. I think, and it sort of extended there. So when he was putting the try down, I think that's what happened. I haven't asked him about it, but that's what it looked like. And then I think there was maybe a game about 4 weeks ago where he didn't kick on the kickoffs. I think Teddy took dropouts and kickoffs because of that reason. So I don't know whether that just tweaked it a bit, and then he was okay to come back on. And I think he did well to get back on the field. By the way that 20 minutes looked as well.
Connor was in a moon boot, was he?
Who's that?
Connor Watson, was he in a bit of...
Connor? You'll have to ask Brownie that. Steve?
I've had a brain.
Too much football this week.
The beauty of Magic Round, Steve.
Did you give any thought to not putting Latrell back on? How serious did you?
Yeah, I did. At half time, they thought he'd be right, and then I sort of said, okay, give me... Because I only had the one interchange, I had a few rotations. So I said, just give us a chance and work out how you're going. And then I saw him working out on the sideline, and he looked confident. He looked jittery to actually he wanted to get back on. So I think that was, and I needed some rotation there. I had back rowers in the centres. So one of my middle rotations, I had to get one of those guys back into the middle. So it helped with the freshness in the middle.
So will you send him for scans, Latrell, or is it his sweet?
No, I don't think so. No.
What was your initial reaction though? Like he looked gone, didn't he, when he came off?
Well, I thought he got hit in the originally, yeah. And then when he didn't, then I thought that one that I saw 4 weeks ago had come back, and obviously the way that he walked, I was thinking, I guess, what a lot of people were probably thinking, that we weren't going to see him again, and it looked like it was going to be a few weeks.
Do you expect he'll have the three playing on Friday night?
I don't know. I'm really not sure. I'd expect Latrell. Yeah, I'd expect Latrell to be right. I'm not sure whether we've got enough time for Boyd. That I would have to check. And Tupu's different. I think that's... I'd have no idea with the Tupu one.
Just one last one. Is there any suggestion that Surface played any role in any issues that happened with playing Surface?
We didn't discuss it at all because the game was going to go ahead, and we knew that. The one thing I'd like to say is that's come up a few times. I think I talked about it after Brett Morris's at Manly. The SCGs come up, and the Surface... and I know Graham Annesley's working on a protocol for standardising an NRL ground, and it's not in place at the moment. And I think if we're going to play a Magic round, or if we're going to play on any ground, we do need to offer a standardisation of surfaces that we play on, no matter what ground we play on. We've got too many... we all work in this industry, and we get to watch 13 guys or 17 guys go out there each weekend on grass. We want to keep our best players on the field, so let's make sure that the field's great.
And does that mean, like, just to get a pass mark in the field, or are you concerned? Obviously, there's some concerns there.
I won't dive into the field. I think having a protocol for making sure a ground's ready to play is what we should have. I think that I'll push for that.
Well, given the amount of injuries you had, when you started, sensational. But given the amount of injuries you had, are you happy with carrying
No.
the second half?
No. I just said to the boys, that's nothing I didn't say to them, that we're up 30-6 and all that stuff had happened. Guys were in all different positions. I said they changed 3 or 4 times, but we're up at 30-6. So what's the team going to do when they go 30-6 down? They're going to increase their risk. They're going to try some stuff. So what's our reaction to it? We had 13 guys out there that were fresh. It was a stop-start game. Fatigue wasn't playing a part for the most part in that game. So we should have known what was coming, nullified it, pressured them, because as their risk goes up, you can force some errors, and then we should have gone on with it. That's what I would have liked. Canberra did a really good job. You know, they played really well to get back in that game, but I can't sit here and say just because we got the win and because of the injuries, if you can say, oh, we got injuries, therefore there's an excuse, that's not. I don't like it. I don't want to be that, and our players don't. They walked back in and they were happy with the win, but they knew we didn't nail that game.
Are you worried about the second halves?
No, I thought we started well. I think there was different circumstances there. I think we've led it almost every half time, and that's why we're doing what we're doing. I want to nail a game. We haven't nailed one yet.
Robert, do you have any update on Daniel in terms of does he have feeling? Does he have?
Yeah. It's not that serious. So, you know, he obviously got up afterwards, and then he had some tingles, you know, down his arm, like you would in that circumstance. But he was okay. So the doctors said they think he'll be fine. And
You said you haven't nailed a game at the top of the competition. What does this say about where some of the other teams are up there? Do you think like you're that much better, or you can be that much better?
No, I'm not. It's not about like I'm not trying to be rude. I'm trying to be honest about where I think we're at, and to do what we did tonight to get to 36, we played some really good footy. Like the guys were playing really well, but there wasn't enough in that for me to think that it should have got back to 24. Like you got to get a bit steelier than what we did, no matter the circumstances, to hold on to that. So you know, you want to search for a win, but you want to search for your best, and I don't think we're at our best. And that's not being rude or being arrogant. It's just saying, like, do you think every 17 of those guys played their best footy tonight? Do you think we could play better? Was there error? Of course there was. And we want more.
Well, New South Wales got a right centre crisis a couple of weeks before Origin. What about Mitch Orbison? Does he?
Yeah,
should he be in the conversation?
Look, he played 4 positions tonight. He's a great player. I'm not going to go into I'm sort of avoiding talking about that because my focus is Brisbane. That's all but Orbo's 280 games, and he's a great player and a great man. So, you know, that's up for Freddie to decide. I think he gave him his debut, so he knows him as well as anybody.
Brisbane was watching I've forgotten lost track of games. Friday night. I can't remember.
Yeah.
They bounced back with a big game and absolute holding a few weeks ago.
Tigers?
Brisbane.
Oh, Brisbane. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going through the games as well. Yeah, we've done our work on Brisbane as coaches. We'll deliver that to the players this week. A lot of this will be about we're getting home tonight, we'll get recovered, get rested. And I can assure you that whatever 17 fly up here, they'll be ready to go on Friday. So we're looking forward to getting back up here and getting stuck in.
Beatmore's any chance?
I don't think so. I wouldn't rule him completely out, but he's close. He's close. He ran quite well. Be nice if he was. I'd really like that, but I'm not sure.
Is that one of the tougher turnarounds you'll have in a while? Up and back to Brisbane and these injuries on top of it?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't matter. Like it's you've got to do short turnarounds. I think last year we had 12 6-day turnarounds. Half of our games were on 6-day turnarounds. That wasn't an excuse. So, yeah, we've planned it well. We've had a good start on Suncorp, so we want to make sure that we're ready to go again.